there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense is on the field for the first time today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some endurance or emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Ohio. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Halted in the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Shoots it to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Try to get it to the edge. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Back to pass on 2nd down. grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. 3rd down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The sure hands, it's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Turns it loose deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Navarro. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
A fun postseason battle here. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Guys, let's take just a second and talk a little Ohio. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bobcats Bobcats are moving quickly down the field.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball, close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Let's talk for just a second about Ohio. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Stands in and takes the hit. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off play action on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but then will be a little short of the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes he goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The quick out. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They're going to test the right side with this one. Runs through a tackle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going to take a shot on second and short. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might be calling a hot route. Toss sweep to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. to throw. It's Sayin. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Trying to barge their way in. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it and now
breaks into the open. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. When they wanted a touchdown last time, this drive, they can go make it happen.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football out.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter. You're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams.
And in this situation, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They go to the ground. And the Bobcats get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Complete on the comeback. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Bobcats want to move quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this, and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Sayin. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
They want that clock to run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Got it in the middle. It's Mathis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.